Any, well, actually, well, never mind. I don't think you can. Do you have any big plans with your heist stuff coming up?
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I was gonna ask you about this, like, cool things coming up, as well as any stuff from oh,
Go ahead.
oh, you can put it back on real quick. Oh, well, and then I'll have you take them off. But I'll say the one, there is a cool one that we're doing with the first one I was gonna say was we are bringing back the OG Clean Boys for a job. And a lot of people, I think there was a lot of people like, this doesn't make sense story-wise. Why would this character do this? Listen, sometimes, like, I hear you. Sometimes things don't make sense. Sometimes you do it for a good old nostalgia. Sometimes you do it just because it's a fun little collab to do. And I was like, damn. And I'm going to be so honest. A part of it was kind of selfish because back when I was in Changgang, I used to love watching the heist that the Clean Boys would do. I was like a Clean Boy heist fan. And so I'm like, yeah, I want to fucking watch them do it again. That sounds sick. I mean, the OG4 of just, Ray, Tony, and Lang. So I was like, fuck it, let's do a little throwback. Like, that just sounds cool. So there's that. And that's like much more of the lighthearted one. And then on the spicier one, headphones off.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Mickey is going to have to take Chatterbox to Raymond's grave. I did talk to Valkyrae, and she is totally cool. She is officially fully permit the character. And I will announce that in the OOC global chat that Raymond is dead. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Chill. Jokes, guys. But that's one I'm not going to reveal even to chat. Yeah, headphones back on. Yeah.
Why did chat explode?
I wanted to see his reaction reading the chat.
I was looking at the chat and everybody was like, "What the fuck?" And now they're throwing tomatoes. What the hell?
No, I was just bad. I was bad. I'll tell you what. It's not what's happening. I was like, guys, yeah, Mickey has to lead a Chatterbox to Raymond's grave, actually, because I did confirm that she's dead, which didn't. No, but I mean, Cap, I'll tell you about this. This was the curveball that was thrown at me. Was while doing one of these missions, then for Chatterbox, he was like, I'll only do it if you can help me find Raymond, any information about her. And I'm like, I'm a yes-ander, so I was like, fuck it, sure. All I'll say is I've been in touch with Valkyrae. That's it. And I think we would intentionally just keep it quiet from everyone, so it's a surprise for everyone, and that's all. But it's cool though, because Cap, like you said, it's like sometimes you have those like, hey, this is a one-off. The Clean Boys are coming back together for a heist. For some nostalgia fun. And then on the other hand, it's like, hey, this is actually exciting. And I'm also trying to take that one very seriously to the point where, Cap, I'm going to actually ask you for help on it because I want to like do right by the role players involved in that story. So then to you, Cap, what do you got cooking that you can share? Unless you don't want to share.
So I can tell you what I was cooking for the last 3 weeks. So I spent like 30-40 hours straight cooking a website where here's the beauty of it, the website is actually in the game, so in the server. So the connects of the faceless, the assets, I created this whole thing where, so a dev hit me up. He's like, yo, by the way, we can do this. I'm like, whoa, really? So it wasn't actually any dev help. All they've done is create this chip which links to the website I made, right? So right now, assets of the faceless, to make it more immersive, I mean, it's better I'll just send you screenshots like after this, but basically I made this whole website that shows like the operation of the faceless. Like you can make orders through the app, you can track people down, you can see all the operation that you've been a part of since day one in the faceless. So that's what I was been cooking for the last month. That took a lot of bloody work. But the fact that it's in the bloody server is insane.
That is
that is sick.
No, like you don't need to go your other monitor and look at it. The fact that it's a chip And what makes it even crazy, imagine when cops get hold of that.
Yeah.
How cool, like a role play coming out of that would be insane.
Fuck, I can't wait to snitch. Oh
yes,
my God.
dude.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm cooking up some cool things to try to get cops involved in that because once they receive that chip, like there's a lot of things on that chip, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I've been cooking. The problem, my biggest problem, because I don't really stream a lot of Faces stuff on purpose, because I like to metaguard. Like there's something really cool that I've cooked for the last month or two. I just cannot. Like it's like what you're saying with like Valkyrae, right? I cannot say. It's really cool, and I feel like. I mean, I got a question for you actually. I mean, for both of you, like, do you find metaguarding hard? Because like, I just want to always say what's happening, but I always held myself back because I feel like it's beneficial for the viewers when they're like, oh shit, what the hell? Also, role players have no idea what's about to happen. I feel like it's very effective, but at the same time, it's so hard to do sometimes, you know, to metaguard certain situations. Like, do you find it hard, Chaddy?
Not really. Cause I don't give a fuck. I don't know.
Blau.
I don't know. I don't have anything that's like runs.
Yeah.
That's deep, like
Yeah.
nowhere, not even remotely close as deep as what you got, right? So it's like, yeah, like it's what you and I do is totally separate, bro. You have like some crazy operations, deep stuff going on. Like mine's all like kind of day by day, like you know, like
Exactly.
There's no real plan behind anything. It's just happening, right? So I have nothing to guard because I don't know anything. Like it's just kind of randomly happening. It's all improv, like to the T. Like you're pushing a story, but you don't like I'm just rolling with whatever happens, right? There's nothing to protect because I don't know what to protect. I don't have anything like that, right?
I'll interrupt you and just say this, and Cap, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Probably some of my favorite people then to do these things for are the chatterboxes of the roleplay world, because you are just like, and what I mean by that, no, I'm just like, you are so good at just a random insane situation that can come up before you, and the way you roleplay it and roll with it, it doesn't matter if it's the mechanics of the game or expected in no pixel or not, you just go with it. And so it makes it way easier for someone like me or Capt to go and make something like, because we're like kind of like we're like presenting you the improv scene. We're giving you the props for that improv scene. It's way easier for us to go to you and just be like, yeah, here you go, do so, and we can trust then that you'll just roll with it. And that's actually like, and there's obviously it's easy for a lot of people, but there's some people where it's like, man, like even when I like randomly one time just flew in on a helicopter and your reaction from the character was just so good for something like that. There's just like a lot of like, there's people that just take those breadcrumbs or, you know, sometimes attack helicopters that we throw at them really well. So huge prop to you on that. So it's like you need both. You need the people who are like Cap, where he's like behind the scenes tinkering, planning something, keeping it secret. And then you need, you know, yourself, Chatterbox, somewhere where it's like they can just genuinely react to some crazy shit that someone's cooked up. So we have the W glaze sound, Dimok.
Oh,
still
wait, hold it. Yeah, wait, I'm just gonna have to pull that.
Yeah, can we pull up the W glaze sound? Sorry.
You have a W glaze sound.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sorry, oh my god, I didn't have this ready.
Production, what's going on here, man?
Yeah, Dimok's been kind of slacking, I'm not gonna lie. We did do 2 weeks in a row, which isn't normal, so.
What do you mean? What do you mean? How about hockey? How about that hockey? You see the game? With the Leafs, the Maple guys, or
the Maple guys? Yeah, they suck.
Oh,
The usual.
Okay, wait, while Dimok finds that, I will just briefly give a quick hockey take.